Hola, muy buenas, soy Abigail de Rose y hoy estaremos mirando parte 2 del Fluency Accelerator, donde estaremos mirando gramática, expresiones, pronunciación y un poco más. So, empezamos. So, Fluency Accelerator Session 2. Let's start. So, the grammar point hoy que vamos a mirar es la diferencia entre bring and take. So, sabemos que la traducción or the translation for this is bring, which is traer, y una manera que te puede ayudar a recordar la diferencia es bring, traer, is hacia ti, and take is llevar, and it's lejos de ti. ¿Vale? So, espero que esto ayuda en pensar, porque en español sé que es muy diferente, right? But en inglés, esto es una manera de pensar las diferencias. So, take, lejos de ti, bring, hacia ti. Okay, let's continue. So, tengo una frase aquí y me vas a decir si es bring o take. So, can you me my phone, please? Can you me my phone, please? Is it take or is it bring? And the answer is bring. Can you bring me my phone, please? Can you bring me hacia mí? Can you bring me my phone, please? The next one. Can you the kids to the park, please? Can you beep the kids to the park, please? Is it take or is it bring? And the answer is, can you take the kids to the park, please? Can you take the kids to the park? Because you're taking them, no? Lejos de ti, al parque. So, can you take the kids to the park, please? The next one. James is out the rubbish. James is beep out the rubbish. And the answer is James is taking out the rubbish. So James is taking out the rubbish. Okay, the next one. My husband beep me flowers every year on our anniversary. My husband beep me flowers every year on our anniversary. Is it take or is it bring? And the answer is bring. So to me or hacia mí, my husband brings me flowers every year on our anniversary. So I hope that has been useful in knowing the difference between bring and take. So that should be bring and take. Okay, so now we're going to have a look at some phrasal verbs. So I hope you also find this very useful. So let's start. The first phrasal verb that we're going to look at is bump into. And this means to meet by chance. So I was going for a walk and I bumped into a friend from school. It was nice to catch up. So I was going for a walk and I bumped into a friend from school. It was nice to catch up. And I think the Spanish phrase could be chocar con alguien por casualidad, ¿no? It's like sin intención. Estabas caminando y like, oh, Gemma, ¿cómo estás? Oh, right? So you bump into somebody. So yeah, that's that phrase, to bump into somebody by chance. In fact, today I bumped into a friend of mine today, and it was completely by chance. So yeah, so to bump into. The next phrasal verb that we have is to brush up on. To brush up on, and this means to revise or review knowledge of something. So I really need to brush up on my German so I can speak with confidence. I really need to brush up on my German so I can speak with confidence. The next phrasal verb we have is to burn out. And that means to suffer over exhaustion. If you've been working way too hard and you have no energy, you don't want to do anything because you're so tired and so fed up. Fed up, harto, harta. So fed up. And so the phrase we have here is, I've been working so hard, and if I'm not careful, I could burn myself out. I've been working so hard, and if I'm not careful, I could burn myself out. So that's the expression that that means that you've been working so hard and you're so tired, just frustrated, and you're burnt out. Let's have a look at some expressions. If you want to have a break, I think now is the time. You can come back and we can have a look at the expressions, but I'm going to start now. The first expression that we have is to burn a hole in your pocket. Quemar el bolsillo. Why? Because you're spending a lot of money. You're spending a lot of money, and sometimes it could be more than you thought that you would spend, so more than you anticipated. So to burn a hole in your pocket is to spend a lot of money. So let's have a look at some examples of how we could use this, this expression. Okay, so we have, last week we went to a fair and we burned a hole in our pockets. We won't be going out again for a month. Last week we went to a fair and we burned a hole in our pockets. We won't be going out again for a month. And the second one, he took us to an expensive restaurant. I'm sure he burned a hole in his pocket. He took us to an expensive restaurant. I'm sure he burned a hole in his pocket. That's the first one. Let's have a look at the second one. To burn the midnight oil. And to burn the midnight oil means to work or study late. And normally it means studying late at night. So, trabajar o estudiar hasta muy tarde. So, let's have a look at some of the sentences that we could use when we're using this expression. Okay, I had an essay due in this morning, so I was burning the midnight oil and I didn't get much sleep. I had an essay due in this morning, so I was burning the midnight oil and I didn't get much sleep. The second one, she didn't come home last night. I'm sure she was burning the midnight oil in her office. She didn't come home last night. I'm sure she was burning the midnight oil in her office. Okay, so let's have a look at our accent tip. And the accent tip that we have for today is the OR sound. So the OR is not so strong. I know in español es muy fuerte. In inglés no es tan fuerte. Okay, so I was born in Copenhagen. So it wouldn't be born or born with the R. Quitamos la A, la R es como un poco mudo. Or no se pronuncia tanto. So I was born. If you say oh, I was born in Copenhagen. He loves corn on the cob. We built a pretend fort in our living room. It was so cozy. So again, I was born in Copenhagen. He loves corn on the cob. And we built a pretend fort in our living room. It was so cozy. This is how it sounds when I'm reading it normally, like with normal speed and at a normal pace. I was born in Copenhagen. He loves corn on the cob. We built a pretend fort in our living room. It was so cozy. So you can practice the or sound. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. I hope it was very useful for you. And I will see you in the next video where we'll be looking at Fluency Accelerator Session 3. Hasta luego!